George Kenneth Griffey Jr. was born on November 21, 1969 in Donora, Pennsylvania, a gritty steel town where the air was thick with smoke and dreams were built by calloused hands. The same town that produced baseball legend Stan Musial, Donora had a strange habit of shaping greatness from its harshest corners. But for the boy who would become known simply as Junior, greatness wasn't about circumstance. It was about lineage, about legacy, about love. Before the world knew his name, before the Wheaties boxes, video game covers, or the Hall of Fame, there was a kid in his backyard mimicking his father. Not just how he swung a bat, but how he taped it. That quiet ritual, done with care and admiration, was sacred. Hand over hand, layer over layer. Not for performance, for connection, for memory. Ken Griffey Jr. wasn't born into baseball, he was born into a bond. His father, Ken Griffey Sr., wasn't a superstar by birth either. He earned it. Raised in the poverty-ridden neighborhoods of Donora, he battled through the minors for years before becoming a staple of the Cincinnati Reds' legendary Big Red Machine in the 1970s. Donora wasn't just blue-collar, it was rust, a town built on labor, not luxury. And for Junior, growing up there meant learning values before velocity, character before charisma. There were no shortcuts, just expectations. His father didn't allow laziness. He pushed him, not out of pressure, but out of love. Even as a child, Griffey Jr. moved with elegance. His stride in the outfield looked like choreography. His swing, liquid, effortless, a pure, natural motion that would later be described as the smoothest the game had ever seen. But behind that beauty was discipline. At Moeller High School in Cincinnati, he became a phenomenon. The stands were packed with scouts. Everyone knew. He wasn't a maybe, he was a sure thing. A five-tool player with flair, power, and poise. In 1987, the Seattle Mariners selected him with the #1 overall pick in the MLB draft. He was just 17. Seattle was a franchise with no identity, no playoff history, no legend, no face. But that changed the moment Junior arrived. By 1989, at just 19 years old, Ken Griffey Jr. made his MLB debut. His first swing? A double. His first home game? A roar from a fan base starving for a reason to believe. With a backward cap, a $1 million smile, and a cannon in center field, Junior wasn't just a star, he was a savior. Then came 1990, when baseball witnessed a miracle. The Mariners signed Ken Griffey Sr., reuniting father and son on the same team. For the first time in Major League Baseball history, a father and son not only played together, they batted back-to-back. And then, on one magical night, they hit back-to-back home runs. Not in a movie, not in a dream, in real life. It was a moment etched in time. 2 generations, 2 swings, 1 soul. It's only been rivaled once since, when LeBron James and Bronny James played together in the NBA in 2025. But the Griffeys were first. The original, the template for generational greatness on the same field. From that moment on, Junior exploded. Gold gloves, all-star selections, silver sluggers. His game was electric. He robbed home runs, hit towering shots, sprinted with ballet-like grace. And more than that, he made baseball cool again. In a time when basketball and football dominated youth culture, Griffey became a cultural icon. For black youth especially, he was representation in cleats, a role model, a reminder, you can belong here too. In the 1990s, Griffey wasn't just the best player, he was the game. From 1996 to 1999, he averaged 52 home runs, 140 RBIs, and 17 stolen bases a season. In 1997, he won the American League MVP. But his impact wasn't just statistical, it was emotional. Kids copied his swing in sandlots. Adults wore his jersey backwards. Nike gave him a signature sneaker, unheard of for a baseball player at the time. Yet, for all the flash, there was a quiet storm beneath the surface. In 1994, Griffey was chasing Roger Maris's single-season home run record. By August, he had 40 homers. Then the strike hit. The season was canceled. What should have been one of the greatest single-season campaigns in baseball history was stolen by labor politics. But Griffey bounced back in 1995. And that year, he gave us one of the most iconic postseason moments ever. After breaking his wrist in May, crashing into the outfield wall, he returned in August and carried the Mariners to a tie-breaking game against the Angels. They won. Then came the Yankees. Edgar Martinez roped a double, and Griffey Jr. rounded the bases and slid into home, scoring the winning run. The celebration was pandemonium. That play didn't just win a series, it saved baseball in Seattle. Off the field, Griffey remained grounded. Fame never consumed him. He was a devoted husband to his wife Melissa and a hands-on father to their children. And it was that desire to be a present father that led him to make a tough decision. In 2000, he requested a trade to the Cincinnati Reds. Not for money, not for ego, for family. He wanted to be closer to his kids, to watch them grow up, to do what his father had done for him. He returned to his hometown a hero. In his first season, he hit 40 home runs. The fans cheered. The city embraced him. But God had other plans. Injury after injury, hamstrings, knees, shoulder surgeries, began to chip away at the magic. The body that once danced now limped. And with it, the cheers turned to murmurs, the love to frustration. But Griffey never complained. He didn't cheat. He didn't chase headlines. He stayed quiet, focused, grinding. In 2004, he hit his 500th home run.
Hit back into deep right field. Junior has just knocked the door down to the 500 club.
In 2008, number 600.
Long fly ball right field. It is number 600 for Ken Griffey Jr.
They weren't just numbers. They were reminders. This man endured. In 2009, he returned to Seattle to finish his career. Older, slower, but beloved. He hit one final home run in a Mariners uniform, his 630th. A fitting end. Not everyone gets to go home. Griffey did. He retired in 2010 with 630 home runs, 7th all-time. 13 All-Star appearances, 10 Gold Gloves, 7 Silver Sluggers, an MVP, a cultural revolution in his wake. But maybe his greatest stat? 0 PEDs. In an era defined by cheaters, Griffey remained pure. He didn't bulk up. He didn't cut corners. He was real, and fans never forgot that. In 2016, he was inducted into the Baseball Hall of Fame with 99.3% of the vote, the highest ever at the time. His speech was soft-spoken, heartfelt, and humble. He thanked his wife Melissa, his children, his teammates, and most of all, his father. Tears filled the room. "I didn't imitate anybody," he said. "I just wanted to be who I was. I'm just Ken Griffey Jr., nobody else." Since retirement, Griffey has remained close to the game. He served as a special advisor to the Mariners, a mentor to young athletes, and most recently, part of Major League Baseball's efforts to bring more black youth back into the sport. He's also a proud father, now watching his children grow up with dreams of their own. That's the full circle story. The boy who once taped his bat like his dad, now cheering from the stands for his kids. The Griffeys remain one of only 2 father-son duos to ever share a professional field, joined only by LeBron and Bronny James in NBA history. But while basketball caught up, baseball did it first. Ken Griffey Jr. didn't just change the Mariners. He changed the game. He brought life to a franchise, hope to a city, and inspiration to a generation. He wasn't just a baseball player, he was baseball.